I've been recommending this sewing machine for a very long time now, and I'm happy that I finally get to show you guys what it looks like firsthand so you could be inspired to get it. This is the Singer Heavy Duty and the model number is 4423. If you are trying to learn how to sew, you need to just get a sewing machine. Stop waiting to know how to sew before you actually get a sewing machine. You have to just get the sewing machine and then learn how to sew. Right away, there's all these jingle jangle stuff that come inside. This is the foot pedal that you press on in order to sew. This is what it looks like inside. Whoops, it's hard for come out here, man. Oh, I already love it. Oh my gosh. It's very different because, you know, most sewing machines are white and I feel like it just looks so basic. Comes in this plastic bag and I'll just take it off. Don't play with that. So this is it. Isn't it cute? Ah! It's not heavy at all. It looks so sleek. I love it. So this is the foot pedal. And this is what you step on in order to make the sewing machine go. This part goes into the sewing machine and it goes here. This part goes into the wall or into a plug. So once you plug this in, press this and it will turn the sewing machine on. Let's turn it back around. This right here is to reverse the stitch. So when you're sewing and you want to backstitch, you press down on this button. When you want to change the stitch length, you turn this dial. This one that says S1 is if you want to go on any of the special stitches. So that would be the ones that are blue on this dial. If you want the longest possible stitch, you turn the dial to number 4 until it's right here. If you want to sew a buttonhole, you will take it right here. This dial down here is to change to the style of stitch that you want. So this is a straight stitch, this is the buttonhole stitch, this right here is the zigzag stitch, and you can pretty much just go through and test the machine when you get it to see which style of stitch you want to use. This is what the back of the sewing machine looks like. Very sleek. I love the boxy shape of it. This right here raises and lowers the presser foot. So if you want to raise the presser foot, you bring this up. If you want to lower the presser foot, you bring this down. From the front, you would go something like this and then bring it back down. This puts the needle on the right of the presser foot. This puts the needle in the center. This puts the needle on the left of the presser foot. This is the tension dial, and number 4 is always the best tension for domestic sewing machines. This is the stitch width dial, and I have mine on 4 right now. This is where you would fill the bobbin up. There is a guide on the sewing machine telling you how to thread it. Once the thread comes from here, step 1, pass it underneath this hook here. Step 2, you'll pass it behind here. Then you'll bring it down here. This is step 3. You'll bring it down this groove. Then this is step 4. You're going to bring it back up in the same motion that they show you here. Then this is step 5. You're going to bring it behind this hook. Step 6 is that you bring it all the way down here. This is another hook, and you're going to bring the thread behind that hook, and then you're going to bring it behind this hook where the needle is, and once it goes behind there, that's where you'll be able to thread the needle. This tool right here will help you to thread the needle. It's going to always be in that upward position. But when you pull it down, you'll be able to thread your needle easily. You see that hook? If one of your flaws when it comes to using a sewing machine is threading it, then this is definitely going to make that easier for you. But when you want to change the thread, you just slide the spool cap off, slide this part off as well, and then you'll just slide the thread off. And instead of taking the thread off completely, you could just cut it right there. And then you're going to take the new spool, slide it on, tie the threads together. So you want to make one single knot. Cut it right there. Instead of rethreading the entire machine, you would raise the presser foot hold on to the thread that's in the needle right now and just pull through. You'll notice that the orange thread is here in this hand now. Cut the thread there and cut the knot here as well, and you're going to pull this through. Bring this down, push the hook into the needle, wrap the thread around the hook, and then you're going to pull the hook back. Then you'll be able to pull the thread all the way through, and just like that, your needle is threaded. This right here cuts the thread for you. You pretty much just go like this, pull it down, and your threads are cut. Once you've put your thread on, you're going to take this little piece right here and you're going to slide it on, and then you're going to take this piece right here that's called the spool cap and slide it on as well. So what this is going to do is stop the thread from coming all the way off. It will keep it in place. So you're going to put the spool of thread on this part, and you're going to wrap this the same direction that this says. So you're going to bring it around to the front, then you're going to bring it back around the back. You're going to take the bobbin and the end of the thread, and you're going to put the end of the thread through one of the holes at the top of the bobbin. And you're going to put the bobbin onto that piece right there, click it to the right, then you're going to step on the foot pedal. So this piece right here, I'm just going to take this out of the way, just cut off this excess. Click this to the left to take it off, and then you'll just slide it off like this. Cut the thread right there, and you have a full bobbin. This right here is the bobbin case. You press on this black button right there, this black button, and it allows you to take the bobbin cover off entirely. This is the bobbin. You want to make sure that your bobbin is coming from behind towards the left. You put your bobbin in, and you're going to notice this thing right here. You want to make sure that your bobbin thread goes behind that thing. You notice how mine just slid into the crack right there? That's what you want to make sure happens. Once that's done, you can slide the bobbin cover back on and press it down like this. I'm going to stitch a straight line coming down here. So you first want to raise your presser foot. You're going to put the fabric underneath and lower your presser foot. When you're sewing, you want to make sure that your hands are holding the fabric just to stabilize it. Boom. Bring this forward a few times. I'm gonna turn the tension down because it's a little bit too high for this fabric. Usually when you're stitching with lightweight fabric, you want to keep your tension low. So I'm gonna put this on 2. If you're stitching like heavier fabrics, then you can keep it on 4, or you can put it all the way to 9. This time I'm going to sew a zigzag stitch. I'm gonna move my stitch dial to the zigzag stitch. So this right here is the zigzag stitch. Step on the presser foot and it does its thing. So this is what the zigzag stitch looks like. This right here is the hand wheel. If you look here at the same time, You'll notice that whenever I move the hand wheel forward, the needle goes down and back up again. The final thing I'm going to do is to show you all the tools that come with this. So there's this, which is an Allen key, and I believe this is to screw something off the machine. There's also this that you put the thread on when you're winding the bobbin. You get a pack of Singer needles. There are about 3 in this package, so if your needle breaks, you'll have 3 more. This is to brush the dust off of your sewing machine. It comes with about 4 bobbins, but I only have 3 right now because there's 1 in the sewing machine already. It comes with all of these attachments. It comes with this piece right here. And it comes with this, which is a buttonhole attachment. This right here is a storage compartment. All you have to do is just put your hand into this groove right here and pull it out. And it's like this. So you can also go like this. You just slide this back in and you're good to go. When you're ready to put your sewing machine away, there is this bag or this cover that comes with it. So you pretty much just take this, put it over your sewing machine.